Does seeing your partner with other people make you uncomfortable, or sad, or jealous, or angry? My intention for this video is for you to get over that, for you to unburden yourself from that problem. You probably think to yourself, I love my partner, I love my beloved, but why do I get so uncomfortable or angry when they're communicating with somebody? Now, I'm a proponent and an advocate of open relationships. But even people in open relationships can't get over this. It's because open relationships, number one, is practiced differently by different people. Even people who believe they're in open relationships don't understand this. So let me go over. Let's begin with this. What is your definition of love? Love, just like any word, are you ready for this? Words intrinsically have no meaning. That's to say that words in and of themselves have no meaning. And this is a funny irony because words, the intention of words, the reason words were created, were invented, it's a technology that humans use for communication, of which the intention is for it to have meaning. Why is it a funny irony? It's because words intrinsically have no meaning. For words to have meaning, there has to be context. In other words, if you use English in a country like Japan, and you're speaking with Japanese who only speak Japanese, your speaking English will have no meaning to them because they haven't associated those words with meanings. Context. Your words require context for them to mean anything. One of the contexts is that you agree that you want to communicate. Words can have meaning between people who want to communicate. And so they agree upon the meanings of words. Then the words can begin to have meaning. But essentially, words, even people who speak the same language, who agree upon we're speaking this language and we're going to be able to communicate about it, don't experience those words because a lot of words are concepts. They don't experience them the same way as other people. Especially concepts, even objective words, but especially concepts. For example, every person you ask what their definition of love is will have a different definition of that word. There are as many I like to say that there are as many different definitions of love as there are people you ask. That's a funny way of saying that everyone has their own definition of what love is. Are you ready for another irony? Here's another irony. Love does not exist. Love is just an idea. It does not exist. Oh, it's about time for me to take my pre-workout. Love does not exist. Love is merely an idea. It is a compilation, a combination, a confluence of different feelings and sensations and experiences people have with other people or with objects in which they refer to as love. This complicates it even further. Do you understand? Love is a combination for a lot of us. We imagine it as love, such as admiration, affection, romanticism, sexual attraction, being endeared, endearment. A mixture of any of these words compile for many people what they refer to as love. But those experiences are in and of themselves because, you know why? I want you to prove this to yourself. Some love, a lot of love, don't have many of those things. People can love without affection. People can love merely sexual attraction. People can love with no endearment. People can love without sexual attraction. Understand? People can love without admiration. Love does not exist. Love is merely an idea with the combination and the compilation of different experiences for many people. But love is a word taken as granted. Love is a word taken for granted by many people. So, how do I define love? I'm going to define it for you. I'm going to give you a definition. I've got 4 minutes. I'm going to give you a definition of love, and I want you to prove to yourself that this definition is true. And this is the best definition. Love is your wanting for your beloved's happiness intrinsically to your happiness. What does that mean, intrinsic to your happiness? It means the same happiness that you want for yourself, you want that for your beloved. How important is it to you for your happiness? How important is that to you? I would argue it's the most important thing. There is nothing more important. You don't take your riches to the grave. You don't take anything to the grave. All you take with you is your experience, your happiness, how you've experienced your life. So going back, you want that for them. You want for their well-being, because they want for their well-being. They want for their gain. You want for their gain. They want for their actualization, meaning getting what they'd like in life, what they dream of, what they desire, what actualizes them. I feel actualized. I reached what I wanted. I reached what I desired. You want that for them. Who are you? Anything that prohibits or inhibits those things, they're wanting for those things, is definitively, literally, a demonstration of lack of love. Because inhibiting and prohibiting those things because you want them in your life so much that you would not want for them to do what they'd like. Do you understand? You are so selfish. You want them for yourself. You won't want for them to do those things in their life. Whether or not they're with you, whether or not you're involved, whether or not you're in the same bed. That you would be so jealous or so uncomfortable or so sad, inhibiting them from doing those things. If you were to actually love somebody, their happiness would make you happy. Their fulfillment would make you feel fulfilled. If you experience the opposite of those things, in other words, if you experience them being happy and you feel sad about it, you better check for yourself, why do you feel sad? Is it something you're losing? Remember that jealousy is merely the confluence of fear of loss and then the ensuing rage from feeling that fear of loss. So when they're happy and fulfilled and actualized and you feel discomfort, sad, or angry about it, check for yourself. Why do I feel those things? Why do I feel this fear of loss? There is no other explanation why you feel that sadness. Presuming that person has a good judge of character, has a good personal management protocol, can manage themselves well. In other words, they're not out of their mind. They're not crazy or mentally inhibited or a drunk or a druggie. 6 seconds. I'm gonna leave it alone for now. If you feel sad, it's because you have fear of loss and then the ensuing rage from feeling that fear of loss. Hopefully that helps and that shifts your perspective on love. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.